I start with what we're trying to accomplish. Like before, I was pretty meticulous about thinking through myself, like what would the actual linear steps were. And now it's pretty good, especially if you're using Opus, to just say, hey, this is what I want to do. Like, this is the outcome I'm looking for. So I said, we're building a self-improving content system where each week I want to create a skill that runs on a schedule. And it's going to look at my past performing content. It's going to look at other industry creators, what they're talking about, and then any relevant news. I told it to use 2 MCPs that I have attached. One is Exa, one is LinkedIn Search. Exa actually does LinkedIn Search now too. So
No, I'm laughing because last episode that we had like a guest on, he was also like saying the same thing as you. Like he was like, I do not tell Claude what to do. I just tell her like what I want to achieve,
she's a
and then
her.
she it's her, and then like she figures out, like we call it Claudia.
Yeah.
And then
Well,
Claudia figures out like what needs to be done. And then like he also figured out like all 3 agents that he showed. Like for him, like Claudia decided that she will use Exa, and we were figuring out what Exa was. Okay, this is becoming a trend. So we are not sponsored by Exa still, but I think that we need to reach out now.
No.
I canceled 2 subscriptions, genuinely, like this is full seriousness. Canceled 2 subscriptions this week of SaaS platforms because I rebuilt all of the functionality with Exa in like an hour.
And we were wondering, because we've never heard of Exa. Like we are working with so many of these tools and we've never heard the name, but it seems like Exa is the #1 pick for Claude whenever you're like building a workflow. So I'm like, what did they figure out? Is it the GEO part that's like really pushing it to Claude, or is it, I mean, honestly, I think it's genuinely just such a good product that has great functionality. So it's being used widely, but that's hilarious that we've never heard about it before.
I think we have a mission now to bring someone from Exa to the show and get that sponsorship. Before we jump back in, like we have a question. Is this system replicable for ad copy as well for performance marketing?
Absolutely. In another world, if I was still in like e-com, I would build this for ads in a heartbeat, right? Like all we're doing is we're joking about Exa and like LinkedIn Searcher, but essentially those are just sources that are feeding information into this. So the same framework applies, right? So I'm just saying each week, capture that information. That information is using Exa to search the web and LinkedIn, and you could do the same thing. I believe Meta added an MCP integration now, and I think Google does as well. But wherever you can get that, just tell it to go look there on, every Sunday or whatever. And then the next part is then tell it what to do. So it's like I gave context of what we're trying to build. I gave it the sources it should go look at. And then I said, I want you to compile content ideas that align with my spiky POVs. So like look through that brand document and figure out the things that I talk about. Also make sure that they're relevant for my ICP based off of the jobs to be done framework and psychographics. And then help me map this out. Like a good Claude, it asks some follow-up questions to make sure we're on the same page. And it essentially asks, what primary output do you want it to be? Like, what does done look like? Great question. I should have said what done should look like. That's my bad. And I essentially was like, let's push it all the way. I want 5 content briefs and then 5 fully written posts. I still like seeing briefs, obviously with a bigger team and layers of approval that is necessary for me as a solo, agency owner who's just like, I'll post whatever. Probably not the most necessary, but sometimes it helps in the debugging process, right? Is it a issue with my writing skill, or is it an issue with how the brief was constructed? Also, the brief just helps you get to a better output either way. Next, it asks about where the spiky POVs are. Great question. I linked it to the document, so now it has context. And then industry signal and like other industry creators. It's like, who do you want to focus on? It knows that I work in the go-to-market space and we specialize in fintech clients.